right, and welcome back to episode 076 of the Guidons. Okay. Why is that so hard? Podcast powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi, joined here in studio on the internet with Major Jeff Biggie, not in a drilling status, can say whatever he wants tonight. Coming to us from the great state of Utah. A lot of stuff going on in Utah right now. So think about Jeff. And then also Mr. Trey Gottlich, dad, father of three, busy man. He is coming to us from, boom, I looked something up. I saw something today. All right. He is coming to us from the Colony, Texas.
Actually, not far. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at me. Yeah. The Colony, Texas. The price of Bitcoin, we'll get back to the Colony later. The price of Bitcoin is $115,971.30. I learned how to read. And today's date is September the 13th in the year of our Lord, 2025. Depends where you are in the world. It could be September 12th, where you are. Or when you hear this, it'll be a week later, I guess. But two things I'll say off the rip, then we'll get into the conference call. We got a lot of outlying stations. We got a lot of folks wanting to call in. But two things I'll say off the rip if we don't come back to them. I think it's worth mentioning. September the 11th obviously happened yesterday as we're recording this for those in the U.S. So talked to a lot of the Marines about September 11th. You know, a lot of people that we have served with, I would say September 11th, probably like a joining reason, a reason for service, that kicked off, a bunch of people joining the service during a time of war. So not to forget all of those that gave their lives on September 11th and then subsequent years, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and along a lot of the young devil dogs that were even born after the event. Still their service was shaped a lot, due to their parents' age when that happened. So we remember those from 9/11. And then obviously another kind of crazy feeling 9/11 type event, obviously completely different, but in terms of just like what in the world is going on with the death of Charlie Kirk. Just mentioning that, think about his wife and two kids, pretty heartbreaking. So remember both of those. And with that, I want to hear about the Colony, Texas before we go to the slideshow.
That's not much, just like right down the road.
Oh, it's just,
you've driven through it.
Is that the place with 7 doors?
Yeah. Like where Shields is over there.
Yeah. With the Louisiana Furniture Company or something.
In Nebraska. Close. Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. Okay. So we're at the right spot.
Yeah. That's the Colony.
Oh, we'll get to the Colony after the brief.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get to the Colony.
We'll just touch on the after every subject. We'll go back to talking about the Colony. So
we will circle
fun facts.
We will circle back to the Colony.
Indeed.
We'll do it offline.
Circle back.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. 3 over to you.
That said, gentlemen, we'll go ahead and kick right into this. We don't want to waste anybody's time by going on and on about other stuff.
Never.
Go ahead and just hold all sidebar conversations to a minimum. Okay, minimum. Not necessarily off limits, but just a minimum. We'll kick it over to S1, talk through admin stuff. How are the numbers looking?
Oh, the numbers. Good. Yeah. Man, really caught me. Really caught me flat-footed, sir. I didn't realize I was supposed to brief.
Just the way we start all of these every week. Every time, always start with S1 and the numbers and talk about that.
GTCCs, you tracking? Mm-hmm. We're tracking. That's a big requirement. And sir, let me talk to my chief. He's out for shoulder surgery, and can I back brief you later?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, get with me offline for a back brief. Okay. We'll circle back, level set. Okay, excellent. Yeah. Thank you for coming prepared to the meeting like you always do. S1.
Really yes, sir. No problem. No problem.
Effort
sir.
and preparation.
No problem.
The extra long chow breaks.
Not a problem. Yeah, we're closed. We're closed for chow from 11 to 13. So just reminder for everyone that needs S1 stuff. We're closed during chow.
Right. And then 13:30 to 15:30.
We're closed for training. For training. We're always, train like you fight. Am I right?
That's right. Well said. All right. Combat admin. Appreciate you. Okay. Deuce. We'll kick it over to our Intel Bubbas.
That's you, Trey.
So this is Lance Corporal Gottlich. The Deuce is in the vault. Cannot be reached in the vault. Right. I have nothing for the group.
Yeah. So things have changed a little bit, Trey, since you've been out. That's the right premise. But
is the vault still there?
The vault's still there. The Deuce is still in it, but it's gonna. I'll just play the Deuce real quick and
go ahead.
Bring you up to speed. Hey, sir, we actually have a secret brief. So if anyone has a smartwatch or a cell phone, could you just leave them outside the door? There's a sign on the door that says to never bring it in, and no one ever listens to it. So I'll just wait a second while 35 people all get up and like make angry faces to take their watch off because no one has a dumb watch anymore. Okay, everyone's back. All right, good. Yes, sir. Secret brief. This is a secret brief. Very secret brief. That's why it's red on the top. But if you look over to Puck 1, we have troops around Nicaragua. Okay. And there was a strike that occurred last week. And this is a secret brief. President Trump tweeted the video of it. So some of you may have seen it, but this is a secret brief. That concludes my brief. Thank you for taking your watches off and you're putting your phones outside. Actually, there is a backup slide. I hit it, but this is actually, it's secret, but this is the video that President Trump tweeted. So we could just watch it real quick. Okay, great. Yeah, that's all I have. Nothing else from the two.
Amazing. Wow. That information we will. Yeah. Okay. Well, if anyone took notes on that, go ahead and make sure you throw those in the burn barrel. We do a cross-cut shredder on those. No notes.
Hey, so if you do, make sure you mark them. Trash chicks. You know, we talk a lot about unclassed trash. Don't forget about that secret trash. Okay. Secret trash. I don't want to see no CUIs left out on desk. I don't want to see no notes. Just, you got to disintegrate that trash in the burn bin. Deuce ain't here. Lance Corporal Ducey, just make sure you burn that trash. Trash chicks out.
Aye, sir.
Let's go into Fox.
You know, for 30 seconds, I thought about going Intel, and I'm so happy I did.
Oh, man. That would have been terrible.
That would have been brutal.
Yeah. Terrible. King don't walk. Has that projectile been behind your head for a while?
King don't walk.
Like, was that there last week?
Yeah.
Okay. For getting 155.
Last week I was in a hotel.
Got him. Week before that, was it there?
I think it would have been there.
Okay, maybe you're just positioned. Maybe you're just positioned different.
That's a good looking plaque.
It could be on the other side.
Yeah, that's a good looking plaque.
The plaque? Yeah, you know, the plaque OIC had that made for himself.
Good.
Number one plaque OIC that there's ever been. Worst logistics officer, as the plaque will attest to. But plaque OIC.
I got this vision. I got this vision of a hallway with like wooden panels on it, and the plaques just slide in. And at any time you walk into the CP, you know who the bull is. You know who the bull lieutenant is because the plaque furthest to the left. And then we'll just take it out later and add the quote, like once he makes an impact on the unit and he's leaving. And then most of the time we'll just forget to put a quote on there. We'll just hand him the plaque. So there's that. Plaque
I never forgot a quote.
I know. I'm just kidding. You're
no,
on.
Mine says,
mine says push and chow.
That's a good one. All right. Okay. Like let's double time. Right face.
Get
double
some.
Time. Okay. There we go.
Pump it up.
Pops. Okay. So we have, a cadence class given by a sergeant major coming up. So we're going to go ahead and make sure all the rosters get disseminated. Okay. This is a new annual training requirement. An E9 in the battalion must be required to give a cadence class. It's new thing coming down. We've just been noticing Marine Corps wise, the force wide issues is not isolated to the trash battalion here. The cadences have been lacking during our formation runs. The Commandant, Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. This is on their radar. They're tracking.
Little perspective here. It's a problem inside our ranks. It's a problem outside our ranks. Once Marine, always Marine. And so our major's been going into bars lately and trying to start the delayed cadence. And there's some devil dogs that got out recently that just don't know how to count to 4. And so, this isn't just for us. This is for those that came before us. So this is a top priority. Added into the parking lot of everything's a priority. And get those cadences going. Trash chicks out.
Oh, is that trash six? Attention on deck!
Oh, man. I just spilled my coffee all over my uniform. Dang it. No one knew that was coming.
I launched my chair back into the person that was sitting behind me.
Yeah. Cracked him in the shin. Just fractured his tibia because my chair went flying into him. I got to say the Navy does that well, or at least on the warship I was on. Not every time, but the majority of the time when the captain would speak, when we say captain for you Marine Corps types, never done time on a warship, we're talking 06 full bird. Oh. When he would say like, okay, that's it. He'd stand up, they'd call attention on deck. And like, he would not say at ease. Like he would just walk out. And he would do it the same thing like on the flight deck for doing formations over there. And I figured out why, because he wanted to make sure that he was like the first one out the door and wasn't like bobbing and weaving to get to the hatches. I think that's my thing. But yeah, it was a different feeling because it's like tension on deck. Stuff goes flying in the Marine Corps. Like you can't even hear the command at ease because there's so much stuff flying. Yeah. But then you're immediately done. So really you just like pop up and then relax. And I popped up, relaxed, threw my chair down. And then I was like, why is everyone still at attention? Oh, this is different. Different culture. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, good. Thanks for the respect, Trash Chicks. Yeah, Eddie's, everybody. Continue.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, straighten up my gig line. Okay, all right. Okay, let's kick it over to foreshop logistics. What do we got going on? Are the updated dumpsters? Have we received those at supply yet? Updated dumpsters?
No, sir. We are still waiting on those to come in. We are still running drills to prepare for our phasmo. And by drills, I mean the porta potties, where we're going to place those, ideally next to the dumpsters, as close as possible, maybe 2 per dumpster. That's outstanding. I'll get with you offline and just kind of give you, I got a little brief on it.
Okay.
What do porta potties have to do with phasmo?
Sir, apologies, sir. I forgot. That's a new guidance that Department of War came out with.
Right.
Department of War. Yeah, they're really focused on war fighting now.
Yeah, war fighting. Yeah. Okay.
Big focus.
So, just to answer your question, sir, everything has everything to do with it.
Hey, EXO, go have a sidebar with the 4 real quick and circle back with me later.
Give me spun up on these new requirements. What are these new checklists? I'm not tracking.
All right.
So, okay. Excellent.
So they call it the foreshop.
Let's see. Medical, dental, chief. We got MO. Anybody?
Dental rodeo next week. Dental rodeo next week.
Okay. Time and place. A day of the week.
No. Well, we don't brief that kind of information, sir. We're Navy people. There's a dental rodeo. Like I shouldn't have to say more. And sorry for my anger, sir, but the numbers that I keep getting yelled for are not my fault. There is a dental rodeo next week. If this is your first rodeo and you need to ask the day and the time, that is not medical's problem.
My apologies.
Why are you so mad, Chief? What? Yeah, anyway.
His eyes are cold and restless.
His wounds are almost
healed from that dental rodeo.
He'd give half of the colony, Texas. Let's go to the
all right
6. Ooh, quick race. If you're not watching on YouTube right now, we just did a nose goes. I don't know if the young kids under 30 know what that means, but nose goes. I guess I'm the 6.
You're the 6 today.
I'm the 6 today. All right, sir, I'm going to brief you calm in 45 seconds. We got the software in that we need for the urgent mods, the ones that the Colonel knows about, which because he's interested in it, you're fascinated by it, which makes me super fascinated by it. And we got those in, and the Marines are applying the mods now. We also got the crypto keys. We got the keys to the crypto, and the crypto will be drawn in time. The regimental door got unlocked, the one that was locked forever, so we couldn't get the crypto. So we got the crypto keys back. And finally, I'll be doing some internal training on Friday, so we won't be able to be at the battalion formation of ground fighting because we have internal training. That's it.
Great brief.
I have no questions. Wow.
Good brief. Good brief.
That's a Rimpy brief right there.
That's Rep Dog. Actually, Grant's buddy's 6. I think he's a carbon copy of Rimp Dog, like prior enlisted, but not for actually for longer. I don't want to take away from his service, but like great briefer, knows how to like sit in a chair like an officer, not like slumming around. He's got himself put together. Like really briefs himself out of a job. If you brief well, your formation can be doing anything as long as you can inspire confidence in the command and staff. But shout out 6. Shout out Rimpy. Shout out Rimp Dog. Rimp Dog got man, that guy. If he'd ever come up from beneath the surface, fishing, he'd be a great guest. But the only time I see that guy, he's down there swimming with the fishies.
Dang. Different type.
I'm going to grab my cellular so I can check the outlying stations. You go ahead and brief XO.
Okay, it's Trash 5 here real quick. Make sure you're checking your MAR admins. MAR admins are amazing. I love them. I check them every day. I have an alert set up on my phone that pushes them to me as soon as new ones are published. That's just being a good officer. That's good officership. Just being an officer, doing officer things, checking MAR admins. Fit reps, also do your fit reps. Don't like late fit reps. Make sure fit reps are happening. MAR admins and fit reps. That's pretty much all that a battalion XO is concerned with.
And crime.
Eats and sleeps and lives. Legal. Oh, gosh. Yeah. We got a lot of CLA packages. Yeah. That's just... I'm just angry about everything.
Hey, great brief. Great brief. Great brief, everybody. Trash the priority. And Trash Chicks out. All right.
Outlying Stations.
All right.
Outlying Stations. Yeah. Now that the boss is gone, we can get down to the sausage making.
Yeah, we're making sausage now,
Let me see what we got for Outlying Stations. Looks like we got a couple here. Chaplain, no updates on my end, but I was reading this and I remembered our great call. Jude, 120 to 23 ESV. But you, beloved, building yourselves up in your most holy faith and praying in the Holy Spirit, keep yourselves in the love of God, waiting for the mercy of our Lord Jesus Christ that leads to eternal life, and have mercy on those who doubt. Save others by snatching them out of the fire. To others show mercy with fear, hating even the garment stained by the flesh. And then the note from Chaps, pull others out of the fire of unsecured trash and secure that trash. Thanks for the note, Chaps.
Good guidance.
Let's see. We got BW Tax. This podcast is brought to you by BW Tax. If you're wondering why Hurling was on the OK Podcast story, it's because BW Tax, good dude, better at taxes, the greatest at hurling, big hurling guy in the Irish community at the Citadel. Be like a Tuesday. Where's BW? He's at some Irish meetup in Charleston, South Carolina, just hurling, which is like a mix between field hockey and lacrosse, I think. I don't know. But that's why that's there. Everyone likes quoting the Blue Jays saying the Yankees aren't a good team. He sent that. Lance Corporate just says Lima Charlie. Sean Edwards, former guest, says, I can drive. Last week he was still driving. This week he said, I can drive. Andy Herbert says, a grown man is 200 pounds. Matt Ronan sent some Southern Baptist guy a reel, but it wasn't a direct comment. Coach Cam Cox said Clemson sucks. So we appreciate him. Jessica Rose Williamson said securing the trash. And so I'm guess she's securing trash. And my buddy's wife sent a photo of all the trash in the house. Well, technically it's on the porch that hasn't been taken out by my buddy because he's not there. So, so you got to think about the people back home that need their trash secured, but that's the Outlying Stations.
Hey, we appreciate every single one of the Outlying Stations.
We really do. We really do.
It's amazing. I still am amazed that people listen to this podcast. We got a lot of people last week. We're picking up steam again, picking up the steam. Ooh, I'll throw in one Outlying Station, sort of. This was an in-person Outlying Station quest. Chow, my favorite field mess staff sergeant from 14th Marines Headquarters Battery. Saw him this past weekend in Fort Worth. He was like, "Hey, sir, listen to the podcast. Like when you're talking about chow, we're gonna get a shout out." I'm like, "Hey, Staff Sergeant Mendez, shout out to you.
Hey, shout out Staff Sergeant Mendez,
big listener of the podcast." So
no one does chow better than Field Artillery Regimental chow. That's like some of the best. Like when they do chow, that's good chow. I don't know that I know Staff Sergeant Mendez, but I can picture you. Yeah, hell yeah. Pump it up in the front. Pump it up with the chow and the beer and the gear. Oh yeah.
Hey, are we hopping in college football first? Because if so, I got a CCIR.
Ooh, tell me about Coach Prime.
I think we got to go college football.
Coach Prime, actually, they just scored.
Ooh. Okay.
But they're losing 33-20. 4.5 minutes left.
Not looking good for the Buffs.
Indiana, 73-0 tonight. Shutout.
Wow.
As we like to say, it's hard to do against
tall grass. That is hard to do against tall grass. I'm glad that one's back. They're getting our mojo back against Indiana State. Those state schools, man, they just take beatings.
That's what they're there for. But yeah, Kansas State also they're down 2 touchdowns.
So what's happening 17. For those that are listening to this? We record this the day you got last week's episode. Time changes are hard for us, but that's when we do it. So you're watching Friday night games?
Yeah. So
there's Thursday. It used to be Thursday night, then Saturday, and then like maybe a Monday. Now is there a Friday night game?
So there's I don't think there's any more Mondays. I think it's there's usually one Thursday night game.
Okay.
And then it looks like the Big 12 has a lot of games on Friday nights with some other people, but it's predominantly Big 12. And then Saturday.
Okay. Then Saturday.
Was there really a game of note last night on Thursday? I didn't look up. Green Bay was playing in the NFL, so like
I burned all my notes. They were classified, so I don't know.
Hey, that's good to go.
NC State beat Wake Forest.
Hey, that's a note. Carolina
ACC matchup. Yeah.
So
I feel like. Well, I think Penn State, Oregon, or something. There's some like big game this year that they've got slated for Thursday night, but I think now they're like. Going up against the NFL, like it's now tough. That's now a tough time slot for college. They used to, kind of own that.
But sorry, I had to give that CCIR out.
Speaking of the NFL, you guys see Jay Cutler? Jay Cutler caught himself a Dewey.
No.
Yeah, caught himself a Dewey. I mean, unless it was like AI deepfake, I don't think it was. Yeah, he was in Tennessee, caught himself an old Dewey, and then was like, "Hey, I'm Jay Cutler. he rear-ended someone. And then he's like, hey, I'm Jay Cutler. Like, I don't know if it's $2,000 or $5,000, not trying to defame the guy, but he's like, can I just give you this? And like, you don't call the cops. The guy was like, nah, definitely calling the cops. And then I think he had to spend like 3 nights in jail and then pay like $24,000 or something to get out. So sounds like discipline's eroding over there. And what was he? The Browns?
I thought he bounced around a little bit. Wasn't he the Bears for a little bit?
Drafted by the Broncos.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Drafted by the Bears. Bears? And then he went to the Broncos for a little bit.
He's on the Bears. Who played in the league for 12 seasons. Oh, he's gone. He's out.
Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed the Browns brought him over because they have all the quarterbacks. So I just assumed it was Cleveland news. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's out. Small news.
They called me to play for him. So yeah.
I bet. Yeah. It's kind of like the Marine Corps. You're just in like the inactive list and like, man, Trey, you were a hell of a 4 back in the day. We want to bring you back.
I'm IIR for the Marine Corps and the Cleveland Browns. So
that's right. And the Cleveland Browns.
Quarterback depth chart.
Why don't we go over each of our teams' games this week? We're all 2-0 right now. We've all predicted everything perfectly. Why don't you start us off, Trey?
Okay. A&M versus Notre Dame. I think it's either 7 or 6.5 point spread in favor of Notre Dame. I am picking, as of now, I picked Notre Dame to win this. So I'm sticking. I picked that at the beginning of the season. I think I'm going to stick with it.
Let me check my notes. Burned them.
No way. I can never pick Notre Dame. I'm picking A&M. I want A&M to win so bad.
Well, yeah, obviously we all do.
And I'm picking them. I think Notre Dame is fake good, as always.
They have a good running back room.
But A&M might also be fake good.
True.
I don't know.
I think this is a rare time where I'm a big Aggie fan this weekend. And is it in Texas A&M?
No, it's at Notre Dame.
Ooh, I was going to tell you about the 12th man, but yeah, I'm picking the Ags. I'm picking the Ags by 10.
Ooh,
okay.
Aggies by 10. It's going to be like a 13-10 Notre Dame advantage at the half, and then Wrecking Crew defense is going to come out. You guys that know what that is, and then they're not going to score again. It's going to be 13-10 Irish, and then whatever that needs
23. To be. So you think 23-13?
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
That's your score.
23-13 Aggies.
It's very prophetic. Okay.
Gig them. All right, let's go over to the War Eagle.
War Damn. So Auburn cracked into the top 25. We're sitting at number 24 now, 2-0.
Oh, we're tracking. A
little bit of momentum going now. People are getting hyped. I think we'll see. Another kind of early season should be a gimme kind of game. Playing South Alabama at home, so it's like shouldn't be a close game, but who knows? We saw what South Florida could do. Hopefully South Alabama is not a similar kind of like sleeper, but I don't know. I think Auburn wins big.
Now, hey, before you pick Grant.
Okay.
So I'm in a pick'em league, and I'm going to finish this with your team. So you'll get to talk about them. I need y'all's help on which ones I should pick because I'm in first place as of right now.
Oh yeah.
So I have Clemson playing Georgia Tech.
There's no Z.
11 a.m.
There's no Z.
Clemson.
There's still no Z. There's no Z.
That's how much I disrespect them.
No, I like it. Right. Taters.
So playing Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's at home. 11 a.m. kickoff.
Man. So obviously, with all my soul, I want Georgia Tech to win. I do think Georgia Tech is capable. I do think as much as I hate to say it, Dabo is capable. I think that's a game Clemson wins. I think they turn it around.
That's who I've picked so far.
Yeah.
All right.
It's at Georgia Tech.
It's at Georgia Tech.
I think Tech wins that one.
Okay. It's a toss up almost. It's
Tech's 2-0. They've played. Who have they played? They beat Colorado, which now is not looking so good. And they beat Gardner-Webb, who the Citadel plays. So not ranked. Yeah, I'm going Taters.
That's who I picked too. So Memphis, Troy. I picked Memphis. Georgia versus Tennessee. Who you got? It's at Tennessee. 2:30 kickoff.
Knoxville.
Oof. I like the Vols.
That's who I picked.
I like the Vols at home. Jeff?
I gotta go Georgia. It's been like what?
Jeff's just being contrarian. I like it.
Dogs.
It's been a minute.
It's a close game.
Hey, all those Georgia teams. He just picked Auburn, Georgia Tech.
Let me see. Next one. I picked Washington State beating North Texas. And then I have next one after that is Pitt versus West Virginia. I picked Pitt.
I like Pitt.
Backyard brawl.
Anything could
happen.
App State versus Southern Miss. Picked App State. A&M versus Notre Dame. Picked Notre Dame.
Ooh. Pick Tulane over own team's destiny.
Well, I win either way, right? Tulane over Duke is who I picked, and then Minnesota versus Cal, and then finally the one I'm struggling with.
Who'd you pick on Minnesota Cal?
Minnesota.
Oh, I like Cal there, and I like Duke.
It's at Cal. You like Duke over Tulane?
I like Duke over Tulane.
I like Cal in that game.
I like Cal.
Okay, I'm sticking with Minnesota, but.
Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. Needed your help, but yeah.
I don't think Cal's that good. So
appreciate the input. Not going to change anything.
But it's appreciated. Hey there, company commander. Appreciate your input, but that's not the way we do business. Okay.
So you can rub it in. You can rub it in next week when Cal wins.
Go back to your corner.
All right, but the one I'm struggling with. Kind of right now is South Carolina Vanderbilt. Right. So it's at home at night. I've picked South Carolina. I want to hear your thoughts.
At home, you're saying home is Gamecock Nation, right?
Gamecocks.
Willie B Stadium.
All right, 42 games played. Vandy versus South Carolina. The record is 21-21. Vanderbilt is 8-12 against South Carolina at home. Now here's the stat that you love, but you hate. Because records are meant to be broken. Gamecocks have won 15 in a row against Vanderbilt. 15 in a row. When you start seeing stats like that, it's like you don't need to be a leader and a real good coach to get the team fired up, right? There's like a bunch of stuff they could say on the Commodores. Second, Shane Beamer, 4-0 against Vandy. Hadn't lost. Love it, but another one of those things that, maybe get your maybe they get their number. Third thing, their quarterback who thinks he's going to win the Heisman and says they're going to go into the national championship. He's messing around because he's just
confidence.
He's like F the Cox, in the formation huddle. They should get the cameras out of the locker room. Just saying, but he is this is their Super Bowl, the Gamecock game. Yeah. So he's talking a lot of smack, and Shane Beamer is a connected guy with his players. I think he's a real leader. And I think what an easy thing to get people to come together as a team. You got one guy over there that's a loudmouth vocal. I mean, it reminds me of a yell leader at Midnight Yell. And he's just get it. You're really into the team, but we want to dominate you for it. I say Cox on top. I think you got a barn burner. I think it's going to be Beamer ball that wins it. I'm not resting on my laurels here. I'm well aware that Vandy beat the brakes off of Virginia Tech more than we did, but I think Beamer ball at home, night game, the student section being all over Old Row, Barstool for that game played in the middle of the night after a hail downpour and they never left and being talked about all week long. They're going to show up. They're going to be in there. It's going to be loud. The sand is going to be storming. Cocky's going to be coming out. Gamecocks win 31-27.
Okay.
That's why we call it football.
Okay.
That's what I picked. I think they've kind of had a slow start.
That game.
South Carolina's slower start than I anticipated, but they're still 2-0. But I think you're right.
Still 2-0. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a stress ball game. That's
a weird thing to say about Vanderbilt, huh?
Yeah, weird. Yeah, no, very weird. Very weird thing. But yeah, also weird to think 42 games total, 21-21, and the Gamecocks have won 15 in a row. So think about what that stat was for a while.
Dang.
Yeah, but so this is it. This is where you got to win the series. Okay, this is when you go up in the series. We're baseball fans. It's postseason baseball right now. It's the middle of September. Great transition. Hey, it's all overall. You just got to win the series. Gamecocks got a chance to do it. Gamecocks will do it. Let's talk Red Sox, Yankees. Red Sox, Yankees wild card hunt. Super exciting right now. I think they're both in. They're 3.5 games back. Yankees beat the Red Sox tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. So Yankees first, Red Sox second. Then you got the Mariners, another 2 games back. I watched the one this morning. It was perfect for my buddy's schedule. Opening pitch, 8:30 a.m. Here in the Ford zone. Just like Yanks threw a no-hitter through 6, but the Red Sox were still like getting on base, stealing. Yankees, I would say, controlled the game the most of the time. It was 2-0. I think they scored in the second and first and second. So it was 2-0 the whole time, but it felt like a game. Anything could happen. The Sox had a couple blown opportunities, but they're now 8-3 against the Yankees this year. You got to win the series. You got a 3-game stretch at home. You win the next 2, you're up a game on them. And then we go back to the A's, when should be relatively okay. Then you got to play Toronto, who you're 3 games behind. So it's good, but like the announcing's fun. The fans are fun. Like base running, super important. Botch bunts, errors to first base. Baseball just hits a new level, like in September when you're in the hunt. And so I'm excited about postseason baseball.
I feel like, and I haven't followed it, but I feel like someone said the Rangers were like a game back.
Rangers are in the hunt. Rangers. I think they're. Let's just
for like the wild card, right?
Yeah, let me just pull it up. I'm on this global ESPN site. It's terrible. Somebody's got some tech nerd. Tell me how to like VPN myself so I feel like I'm in America when I'm on the internet, because like I keep clicking football and it takes me to soccer. It's really driving me crazy. There's a lot of leagues in soccer, apparently. It's like, well, which football league do you want?
There are.
All right, let's go to wild card, the American League, the only league. So you got Yankees are leading the American League.
Okay.
Red Sox are a game and a half behind them. Then you got the Mariners. So the wild card in the American League is 3. And then you got the Rangers at number 4, who are a game and a half behind the Mariners. So Rangers are 78-70, Mariners are 79-68. So they're still in the hunt. Nationally, you got the Cubbies on top, Padres in second, then the Mets, and then they got the Giants and the Reds right at their heels. So the Mets need to play some baseball, which I care about. 1 for Sean Shepard, and then 2 for a lot of the Marines in the formation. Big Mets guys, jersey. It's like 2 brands in jersey. Your Mets, Devils, or your Giants and your Mets, Devils, Jets, and I'm going to mess this up. Or your Giants and Yankees.
Giants and Rangers.
Yeah, Giants, Rangers, and Yankees. I hate the Giants and Yankees brand of New Jersey. It's like the worst, which makes me like empathetic to the Mets version.
Beat the Mets. Greet the Mets.
Staying on baseball before we go into the lifting update. Today, I am going to, and I know way too much about it. Okay, let me get this right. Hang on. Let me get this right. The world. Now I gotta do some Google. Stay with me, fans. Under 18 Okinawa. Okay. WBSC Baseball World Cup 2025 under 18 being played in Okinawa, Japan, 3 hours from now, I will be at USA versus Puerto Rico.
Oh, dang.
USA has been winning the most. They win today. You still got Italy in the mix. Still got Germany in the mix. Then the championship will be tomorrow. But let's go under the 18 and under national team roster for the United States of America. God bless it. Number 8, Carson Bowman, hometown, Greenville, South Carolina. Number 24, Coleman Borthwick, hometown, Freeport, Florida. Will Brick, Memphis, Tennessee. James Clark, Santa Ana, California, also near and dear to my heart. Andrew Costello, Erie, Pennsylvania. Brody Kane, Neosho, Missouri. Grady Emerson, Argyle, Texas. I got to use that one next week. Jared Grindlinger, Huntington Beach, California. Jaden Jackson, Redondo Beach, California. Cole Koninger, Keller, Texas. Javorsky Lane Jr., Grapevine, Texas.
Ooh, Dad's an Aggie.
Yeah, high school Grapevine. Jacob Lombard, Miami, Florida. Anthony Murphy, Corona, California. Trey Rangel, Colony, Texas. High school, the Colony.
Is it spelled correctly?
No, it's spelled wrong. Gio Rojas, Coral Springs, Florida. Aiden Ruiz, Queens, New York. CJ Sampson, Tomball, Texas. I might use that one next week. Brody Shoemaker, Ladera Ranch, California. Matthew Sharma, Woodstock, Georgia. You made the list. Woodstock, Georgia.
I knew there'd be a Georgia guy in there.
Watcher, St. Petersburg, Florida. So Florida, California, and Texas, the main feeders. But the starting pitcher, left-handed pitcher out of Greenville, South Carolina, from Southside Christian School. I'm fired up. It was like a really complicated way, 6'4", 210. We need to get him on the program. Really complicated way to buy the tickets. It took me probably an hour and a half. And then now I got to take a QR code to a Lawson's, which is like these little convenience stores littered all over Japan, like every corner. Yeah, it really is a great convenience store.
Those things.
So you go in there and it's like you can buy Orion t-shirts, you can buy sandwiches, you can buy sushi, a lot of ice cream. We eat a lot of ice cream. Like it's generally it's like it's time for Libo. Okay, let's pick an event, whatever the event is. Hiking, baseball game, swimming, whatever. And then it's like dinner. Whenever it's over, it's like, okay, we got to go back to base. Stop at Lawson's. And everyone goes in and spends like $50 on a bunch of crap they didn't need. It's phenomenal. There's 3 ice cream camps. I'm in the frozen cone, pre-made ice cream camp. I've always been there. My XO is in the suck sack camp. That's what I call it. But it's like soft serve ice cream. Yeah, in a sack with like a little nozzle. And I think it's designed to like give it to your kid. But the XO is usually driving. And so then the gunny's like, XO, little whatever. I'm like, yeah, why do you get the suck sack? And so the suck sacks are a big talk in the battalion about the suck sacks. We've been branding that. Potential sponsor, suck sack ice cream. Ooh, it's not called that. Don't know what it's called. It's in Japanese. And then some people buy this like bar and it's like a waffle on the outside. And then it's like frozen soft serve ice cream, but in the middle, there's like a chocolate bar. Yeah. So anyway, that's Lawson's. But I got to go there, scan a code and get tickets. It's weird. It's weird.
Sounds shady.
Yeah. Sounds shady.
Hey, here's a code. Meet some guy at a gas station.
Yeah. Seriously.
Have fun. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you pictures.
All right. Trey?
3.
Let's get back into one of our time-honored traditions of lifting update and a lifting question or questions. Hey, plural from our boy Trey.
This week, I wanted to get back to our roots. Just like what's our roots here? What's our roots here? Yeah,
yeah.
It's lifting. Take a look at that banner behind you. Yeah. So
Manchester United. Oh, Liverpool. Got it.
Whoa.
Oh, Modest Mouse.
I was talking about the Strength Co., but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so lifting update first. Hop back into it this week. Essentially just doing something's better than nothing at this point. So just doing one lift a day. Did some squats yesterday. Did some bench press today right before the pod. Nice and light, kind of get the juices flowing, then starting to increase from there. that being said, so a couple lifting questions. You got questions about lifting. You got a question about taxes. Who do I call? BW.
BW tax.
I got a question about lifting. I call Grant. So here's a question for you. I'm going to pick your brain on this. So we've talked before about lifting while injured, whether that be shoulder, I don't know, arm, whatever it might be. But is there things you can do as I'm getting older? This becomes more important, as we all are, to prevent injuries while you're going through the program?
Yeah, don't lift.
Oh,
did you want more?
Yeah, if you could give me a little more insight.
I'll give you a little bit more.
Is there anything you can...
I'll give you a little more. So lifting to prevent injuries. I think it is a good question. Is there a way to lift? And the answer is yes. I think for the new person starting to lift, I do think form matters, some technique, form, whatever you want to call it. I also think that people generally worry about that too much. I think that injuries and tweaks for the new lifter just getting started generally happen for like advancing too fast. And I'm a starting strength fan. I'm a fan of like a quick, rapid novice linear progression, adding, 15 pounds to the bar per week with 5 pounds per session. But I do think sometimes it's, hey, I don't usually deadlift. I, run all the time. I do all this stuff. And then I go to a CrossFit gym, or I go to a 1,000-pound club event because I'm a Marine, or, I go to something that all of a sudden I need to like really prove and utilize my strength. And most of the time, like the injuries happen outside of the gym. We'll talk about the ones that happen inside the gym here in a second and how to prevent them. But that's generally what happens. So it's like, young men they'll go to deadlift. They can never just use like smaller plates and listen to, hey, you just pulled 315. It was pretty difficult. Why don't you try 330? It's like, nope, 365 is the next, adding a big plate on. So I'm just going to do that. And so don't be stupid when you go in there. Actually run the program. The program's designed. Same for like if you're coming back from out lifting. It's if you're getting started in lifting, you go in, you squat. We'll use squat as an example. You squat sets of 5. You make reasonable incremental jumps. If you're brand new, I'd say, like 20 pounds. So I do the bar, 45 pounds. Then I go to 65 pounds. Then I go to 85 pounds. And then I go to a weight where it is challenging, but I have no fear that I can complete a set of 5. I could probably do, more. But I pick a weight that I can still think about all of the things I've been taught, whether I've been self-taught or I have a coach in the room, or I can still focus on, holding my lumbar in rigid extension, bracing my abs. If I'm going down and I'm not hitting depth and someone yells at me, knees out or deeper, it's not so heavy that I can't execute the cue in order to do it correctly. So really the day one should not be that hard. And if you do day one correctly, then the 5 pounds per session is actually pretty manageable for a while. But it's, hey, I squatted 135. Now I'm going to go 140, 145. If you did 145 for 3 sets of 5 on Friday and you go to walk into the gym on Monday, you're not going to like blow out your back or explode your spine. Nothing weird's going to happen from a 5 pound increase. You're going to be just fine if you take a slow, methodical approach. So one, like make sure you start the program correctly to prevent injuries, and make sure you take the time to learn how to do the movements correctly. The most common injury I see that can be prevented for running the program is elbow tendonitis. And it is self-coach folks or even people that have a coach sometimes. If they don't learn how to grip the bar correctly, the weight ends up in the arms instead of on the back, and elbow tendonitis is the number one thing. And the reason elbow tendonitis is such pain is because it'll cause so much pain in the squat that you can't get under the bar, or you can get under the bar, but you can't focus on adding weight because it flares up, and then you're unable to press or bench press. And I say unable, meaning it's not like your arm is broken, but it can cause a lot of pain. Most of the time people with elbow tendonitis can still deadlift just fine. But so it's things like that where, hey, I got to make sure the bar's in the correct position on my back. Elbow tendonitis is like the number one thing that can be prevented through coaching. With that said, I don't think you need coaching all the time. I don't think that you need coaching forever, but I do think you need coaching for a period of time to learn how to do it correctly, and also to learn how to lift heavy. So when you first start, the limiting factor is not going to be your physical strength. It is going to be your skill. Your skill and your ability to conduct the movements is what is going to limit how much weight you can put on the bar. And then as your skill improves and your strength's improving, at some point it'll become your physical strength is the limit. And then you get into the stress recovery adaptation cycle. We have a video on that. And okay, am I doing all the recovery stuff right, et cetera? So that's number one, how to prevent injuries. Number two, how to prevent injuries. And this is some like works for me, works for people I coach, may not work for everyone. But I've found that when people get strong, and I use the term strong loosely, I'm aware that Thor just deadlifted, 1,100 pounds or whatever. Like I'm aware that people are really strong, but I'm talking stronger than the average human being that you meet. Maybe someone's squatting double body weight for sets of 5, or, deadlifting double body weight for sets of 5, or, they're doing something, most people can't just walk into the gym and deadlift 405. They have to do some type of training. I think that most young men can deadlift 405, but they don't, most people have trained to get there. So what I've found, particularly for the demographic that I work with, which is like men 30 to 70, is that once they get their numbers up, squatting and deadlifting super heavy in the same day isn't good for them. That tends to lead to tweaks, tends to lead to pain. So I find that, hey, separating it up, maybe either by adding an additional training day in the week, or, adjusting the program so that the reps and sets are different. So maybe I squat heavy and then I bench press. Maybe I don't deadlift at all. Or if I do deadlift, just to work the movement pattern, maybe I do it lighter, or I do a movement like a straight leg deadlift or a barbell row or a Romanian deadlift, or something that's still working the things we're trying to work, but the nature of the movement uses less muscle mass and therefore can't be loaded as heavy. So I think program adjustment when you've reached the end of the novice phase is very useful for preventing injuries. And sometimes people just, they read the book, Starting Strength, they listen to the podcast, they listen to us and our videos talking about, hey, you need to run this program before you do anything else. And they become very hard-headed about it. And they stay in that, and then they get tweaks and pains. And sometimes it's not in the gym. It's, hey, I've been lifting really hard, grinding out sets of 5 on the squat. And so now I'm beat up on my recovery days, or, during my recovery time, and I'm helping a neighbor move a couch down the stairs, and I tweak my back. And is it the squat's fault? No, but it's like, hey, maybe I'm hurt and I'm tired, or I'm worn down. And then now I do like a weird movement under load. So I think preventing injuries is like, one, learn how to do the movements correctly. I'm not saying technique and form is everything. I've seen people deadlift lots and lots of weight with really bad form and they feel just fine. So I'm not saying it's everything, but like learning the movements does help, particularly for like nagging injuries, knee tendonitis from stuff like the way your knees are moving in the bottom of the squat. Low back's common, but like the most common for like people running starting strength is elbow tendonitis, so learning the grip. And so like making sure you have those movements correct. And then 2, when it gets heavy and you're an intermediate lifter, or you've gotten your base of strength up, adjusting the program so that you're not overstressing one thing. And I've talked before about, like, for me, I think I know how to grip the bar correctly, but if I squat 3 times a week really heavy, like even my elbow gets annoyed. So it's like, okay, how can I prevent this? My elbow is not bothering me, but I'm going to throw in a safety bar squat or a front squat, or, one of these days a week, so I'm going to do a variation of the lift that takes some of the pressure, off areas that I'm susceptible to. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I feel like that nailed it, man.
Yeah. Hope this video helped. If you did, like, subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Back to our roots.
The roots. They feel good. They feel deep. They feel firm and planted.
All the music down there they're listening to.
Underground.
Big underground music guy.
Now, Trey, do you want to hit the rest of your lifting questions, or you want to hold those off till for subsequent weeks?
We can hold it off, man. I feel like I can bankroll.
Can bankroll.
Very well.
Yeah.
Because I mainly want to get some chow talk.
Oh, okay. We talking chow. We pushing chow.
It's continuous. You know
pushing chow.
Chow is continuous, and so we're making this a continuous segment here on the OK Podcast. 3 grown men, all over 200 pounds.
What are you guys from Nebraska?
So we know a thing or two about chow. We know about pushing chow. We know about what good chow is. We know about field chow. We know about hot chow. We know about cold chow.
Know about regimental chow.
Regimental chow. So this week's topic for chow is going to be hot dogs. And I know there's good, and part of it is like, I want to dig in, like, okay, Grant, what do you like to refer to a hot dog as? What's your code name for it?
Glizzy 6 over here. Glizzy 6. Okay.
I knew you'd have some good insights on some hot dogs or some glizzy. Where does that name come from? I feel like that's for me, it's a recent thing. I haven't really heard it before.
So I'll tell you my history with glizzy, then we'll get Trey's way in, and then I'll Google it. I got to New Jersey, checked into the unit there. And like any Marine that's drilling, the schedule's packed and there's no time for chow. And so like you end up just going to the 7-day store and getting a white monster and like a very badly made turkey sandwich or something. But there in New Jersey in Glizzy Battery, Godfather Battery, they had a hot dog roller. And I saw that thing and I was like, oh, let's get some hot dogs going. And so I would go to the 7-day store or to the grocery store on my way in and I'd just buy a bunch of Glizzys. Well, actually, at this point, I would say hot dogs or Franks. And, when it was lunchtime, I would just, throw on 24 Glizzys, get them rolling. And the Marines just all were like, oh, Glizzys, Glizzys, Glizzys. And everyone thinks Glizzy is hilarious. I think it's like a gun term, but I had never heard it until 2024. March of 2024 was the first time I heard the term glizzy.
It's one of those things you remember where you're at.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where was I? I was in Fort Dix, New Jersey when I heard the word glizzy. But so then I just kind of ran with it, and maybe only our age people like think it's really funny. But like when you go to a unit or my buddy and they do like the hail and the farewell and they're like, oh, come up and tell us something funny about you. I was like, oh, name's Grant, call sign Godfather 6. That's not my real call sign. Everyone that knows us and the battery calls me Glizzy 6. And everyone was like, oh, Glizzy 6. And like everywhere I go, they're like Glizzy 6. So that's my history with Glizzy. Trey?
Well, that's the first.
Where were you?
First time I'm hearing. I was right here. Yeah.
Right. Wow. You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here, yeah.
I'm just glad.
I feel like I've heard that term before. And I heard that term just Grant in passing. And I was like, oh, this must be Grantism. So
no, not a Grantism.
It's not. So is it just our opinions on hot dogs? Is that what we're just?
Well, yeah. I got some more. We'll talk a little more. I got some some talking points
because big fan.
I don't want to get
huge.
Okay, let me give you the quick. The term glizzy for a hot dog comes from hip hop slang for a Glock handgun, which originated in the Washington D.C. area in the late 90s, early 2000s. The word was then applied to hot dogs because of their elongated shape, resembling a pistol's extended magazine. The slang term gained widespread popularity online in 2020.
That's a reach right there, dude.
Yeah.
The hot dog was adopted because of the visual similarity between a hot dog and an extended mag. Regional spread. The slang, I like this abbreviation, big abbreviation guy. The slang term was initially used in the DC and Maryland DMV area. Went viral in 2020 when people began uploading pictures containing sausage buns to say the word.
I feel like somebody in the Glock marketing team was pushing that.
They really missed out.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, never mind.
But to answer your question, yeah, big fan of said Glizzys. Yeah.
Yeah. Big hot dog guy.
Yeah, I'm a hot dog. I'm going to refer to them as hot dogs. I don't know. I can't get on board with the glizzy term.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat.
No, I'm just like, it's a hot dog. It's a hot dog. Let's see. Are you big? What kind of condiments you putting on there? Are you like? Do you like kind of a little bit of everything? Or are you like a strictly mustard guy?
Smothered and covered, man. I'm a big, you're eating a trashy food already. Might as well make it as trashy as possible.
Whoa, trashy food.
Trashy in the sense of like it's obviously not the best for you. Like it's
you tracking Hebrew nationals?
No.
Are you not tracking the hot dog options that exist in 2025?
There's some pretty good.
That being said, I'm putting cheese on there. Big fan of the cheese and chili.
Ooh, with little chili cheese dog,
onions
baby.
on there. Yeah, chili cheese dog on there. Big fan.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, is bratwurst its own thing?
I would put that as its own thing. Like a sausage and a hot dog are different things.
Okay.
Fan of both.
Yeah,
definitely a fan of both.
We're
call
sticking
that
more
to the hot dogs, the Franks. We're not talking sissies.
We're talking
for six.
Yeah, for 6 hour. We're talking Glizzys, not Siggies.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We were talking, condiments and like, how do you like to dress your hot dog or your glizzy? What are you putting on there?
Yeah, I think there's like a right answer. There's a right answer for this for all my Boston sports fans. But the truth answer, like, hey, foxhole Christianity. No one likes God until they're getting shot at in a foxhole. What I have learned being out here is like Glizzys are even better than you think. Even bad Glizzys is good Glizzys. And so, most of my days in the chow hall here are, reaching the end, going home soon. I should probably start eating like an adult again and not just this chow hall food. Go through the line, you get some chicken, you get some pasta, get whatever, you taste it. You're like terrible. You put all the Frank's Red Hot you can on it. You're like still terrible. Should I even eat this? I'm pretty sure the chicken's undercooked. I'm just going to go to the Glizzy line. So then you go to the Glizzy line. It's like, do you want a bun? Sometimes I want a bun. Sometimes I don't want a bun. I do think a Glizzy should be served on a bun, but sometimes you're making decisions. It's like they got chili, they got melted cheese. You can go to the salad bar, really turn that thing into a Chicago style dog with onions and like some the chopped jalapenos that are for the salad. There's a lot of options. You can go there. I'm a fan of a piece of Kraft cheese laying over top of it is actually not too bad. But I think if I wasn't in dire straits of survival inside the Wes, I would make hot dogs at home. I do prefer them grilled to steamed, but I like steamed fine and boiled, but I do prefer grilled. I think I would grill the dogs, but not like completely black them. You can't leave them on there till your magazine got shriveled up. You got to have a full mag. And then I would probably go, I think the Boston people would say mustard only. I would just go ketchup and mustard. Like if we're hanging out in my backyard and we're cooking dogs, that's what I would do. But I'm not opposed to like the designer Glizzy restaurants. You know what I mean?
Okay. I like it. I'm gonna be a big ketchup mustard guy. If it's like we're at like a ball game or something like that, and they've got like diced or chopped up onions. I love like mustard and onions. I feel like is a great combo.
Amazing, yeah.
I like a little mayonnaise every now and then. I'll throw some mayonnaise in there. I'm a big mayonnaise guy.
Dukes.
But yeah. Oh, gotta be Dukes.
Gotta be Dukes. Gotta be Dukes.
Sponsor.
Mama Dukes.
You know why?
Oh, I'm tracking Dukes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you're tracking Dukes. Dukes?
Greenville,
South Carolina.
The
South. When she's not the South.
No, it's not.
Man. We are really going back to our roots. I feel like the fans are going to like that.
Yeah. Okay, and then a couple more little quick hitters. Any like bun of preference? Like, I don't know what the official name for them is, but like those like kind of they're like almost like squared off on the side. Yeah. It's more like I feel like an older style bun.
It's like a piece of bread kind of sliced in the middle. It's usually like butter toasted. That's what the Fenway Frank is. That's like pretty phenomenal. I think. Don't give me a wheat bun. Don't give me a sesame bun. Do not try to give me anything other than some kind of white bread bun. I do think it is important of like beef to bun ratio.
Check. Oh yeah.
If you got a little small glizzy in there, problematic. problematic. I don't know. That's funny.
That's good.
Trey?
Okay, what are your thoughts? Oh, go ahead, Trey. Yeah, bun thoughts, Trey.
I'm not too particular on the type of bun. I prefer to have been on the grill for a hot minute.
Okay, a little toasted bun.
A little toasted bun.
Oh, yeah, that's a given.
You say that. Not all people do it.
Or the waffle iron.
Hey.
Could that work too? Yeah.
You got a waffle iron in the
barracks room. There you go.
Don't tell the barracks manager, but you take a glizzy, throw 2 or 3. So my go-to meal, if I just can't do the chow hall, come back to the room, grab 3 glizzies, throw them on the waffle iron. And it takes some skill because the waffle iron can't close because of the first one. So the top one, kind of gets cooked and the other ones only get cooked in the bottom. So there's a lot of rotation. I feel like it keeps my grill certification, my currency up. It's like being a JTAC, not a JTAC, but keeps my currency of moving the hot dogs around. When you get towards the end, I generally do 3 dogs, 1's in a bun and 2 are without a bun. Hebrew Nationals, high protein, potential sponsor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing toasts the bun great.
Good tip. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So again, I'm not too particular on the type of bun, but that might just be bun ignorant. So there might be better buns up there.
We call that bunnerance.
That was a good try.
Bignorance.
That was worth a shot, dude. Yeah.
We'll workshop that one.
I feel like we got a bunch of new terms today. Glizzy, sizzy, and bignorance.
Sizzy being a bratwurst. Yeah, a fancy hot dog.
Yeah, because it looks like a 6 hour.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because the 6 hours a fancy Glock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, last bit here on Chow Talk. Well, I guess there's almost a little bonus Chow Talk question that Trey put in there. But last one on hot dogs / glizzies. How do you feel about when the hot dog / glizzy is kind of cut in half and then splayed open, kind of grilled that way? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think I would be doing an injustice to California's oldest establishment, Joe Jost, some of the most well-known merch that makes something they call special. And it is a piece of rye bread. There's a bunch of secret menu stuff, even more than In-N-Out. So I may butcher this. Sorry to Connor King. Shout out Fountain Valley, Long Beach, California. Joe Jost, been around 100 years, 101 now. Piece of rye bread, piece of Swiss cheese. Everything's flat so far.
Okay.
Hot dog, cut down the middle, but not completely. But it's it's open.
What do they call it? Spatchcocked.
In chicken, yeah. But this is we're talking glizzies. But yeah, spatchcocked glizzy,
spatch-glocked is what it is.
Spatch-glocked glizzy. Yeah. And then there's a pickle stuffed in that wedge.
Ooh.
And then there's another piece, and then there's mustard. And then there's another piece of rye bread put on it. I think I got that right. And that thing is pretty dang good. I ordered the secret menu. I get the loaded taco. It's 1 piece of bread, 1 piece of cheese, dog splayed down, hot dog in there, and then they put red onions in it. And then it's folded in half. And that's my go-to because I'm all about that glizzy bun ratio. It's like $2.50. Saturday morning. Hey, what do you want to do? Opening bell. Place opens at 10 a.m. Go up to Joe Joe's. Bring the family. Get a bunch of specials. Sit around. They got sports all over the TV. You got to do it.
I would Joey Chestnut about 40 of those. So that sounds pretty good.
Well, so they also have pickled eggs. So it's like big pickle that guy. We might have to be next week's topic, but in my opinion, you can eat a very healthy lifter's lunch at JoJo's. You get 1 special, 6 eggs, which comes with pretzels, and then it comes with those hot peppers. So you eat the special, you eat 2 eggs, you're hanging out, munching on some pretzels, eating a few peppers. Then you hit the special. Then you got like 3-4 eggs left. Maybe one's cut in half. Someone else takes it. Eat another egg. You really want another special. So you just eat like 3 more of those hot California gold peppers. Your mouth's on fire. So like, I don't really need a special. Maybe you get a special on the way out. Yeah. That's cuisine right there. That's cuisine.
That sounds pretty good. So yeah, I'm a fan of the spatchcocked glizzy.
I like it too. I like
it.
it too. There's something that just hits a little different. I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now,
good chow talk.
Good chow talk.
Little caveat or little dovetail off that, gentlemen. Dovetail off the chow talk here. Trey, you wanted to bring up the big green egg. You could do some.
Dude, not to be confused with the big green monster.
No, not the big green monster.
Oh, okay.
It's just a big green egg. Dude, we might have talked about this.
Is it pickled?
No, unfortunately, it's not.
No.
It's ceramic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever used one of these before?
So I think the competing brand is Komodo Grills.
Correct.
And then the one that makes our kettlebells and dumbbells, Golden's Cast Iron, founder out of Georgia, they also make a grill that is that same style. Yours is ceramic, mine's cast iron. Big iron guy over here. That's why they call me the Iron Major. But same shape, same cooking philosophy in terms of big and round and thick and hot.
So I found one of these, an extra large big green egg on Facebook Marketplace for like $450. Which
that's a steal.
It's a steal. It's pretty good deal.
A steal.
Mm-hmm.
And then Abby, for my birthday, got a.
You talking Kitchen Six? Talking Kitchen Six.
Kitchen Six.
Well, I was out of town. She got somebody to come in and kind of redo everything on it. So like
got it.
Put all the lining on it and everything. So I was ready to go. Got some accessories with it. Man, I've been cooked some dove on it, cooked some solid steaks on it, reverse seared them, then threw them on there. What did we do? We did burgers tonight. So been on a big green egg kick.
Did you do any glizzies?
No glizzies yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Like in the near future.
Yeah. That's some free content you could be checking us on IG, just tagging us. You grilling on your egg, open it up, and there's glizzies and pickled eggs.
Any of the listeners, if you're cooking any hot dogs, go ahead, tag the OK Podcast.
Glizzy 6 approved.
Or fancy hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's what I call bratwurst. Yeah.
No, that's a sizzy.
Yeah, it's one and the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
everybody knows that. But yeah, no, potential sponsor, Big Green Egg.
Right.
Are we wrapping up Chow Talk?
I think Chow Talk has come
since we're going back to our roots of tall grass, being from the South, and other things. Let's play an ad.
Ooh,
Let's play an ad here. We'll go back to the archives. Whoop. Here we go.
That's what I love. What I've always loved about BW Tax is, you can be someone like me. I have a W-2 job still. Got to support the wife, the kids. There you go. Kids, there's child tax credits. It's the government has really created a wild maze that is income tax and loopholes and all that. And that's what the folks at BW Tax, that's their bread and butter. I mean, that's what they're known for and what they've come to be so excellent at. And that's why, you can talk to them remotely, even if you're from some place in the sticks like Western Northeast South Dakota, you can still talk to a warm body at BW Tax. It's not a bot. It's not a chat GPT service. It's real people there providing a real service. And that's what I love about them at
BWTaxLLC.com.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sometimes I forget, but
I think what he meant is not it's their bread and butter, it's their glizzy and mustard.
That's it.
It's what we've always said. Glizzy and mustard. Oh man.
Love it. The original.
Well, we got any saved rounds?
Let's see.
I feel like Jeff's milestone, and not this Jeff, the other Jeff's milestone is a pretty good save round.
Jeff did hit a big milestone. And again, not me, not talking in the third person. Jeff hit 100,000 miles just a couple days ago.
Oh, Jeff Actual. Jeff Actual. Wow, you're still driving that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
100K, man.
You did not hit the high score when you hit 100K.
No, did not. Yeah,
that still belongs to Grant.
0 miles per hour. You'll have to message me next week after this podcast airs to show that photo.
Very well.
So it makes sense.
Do.
Were you aware when it hit 69,000 miles?
Ooh. I don't have a picture, so I guess I wasn't that aware.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if I'm already at 100,069 miles, but I'll be on. If I'm not, I'll be on the lookout. I'll snap a picture. And then 100,420 miles is another good one. So
there's a lot of quick plug.
That till the wheels fall off.
Quick plug in our Slack channel. You can come in. There's over 200 lifters, lovers, talkers, news reviewers, a lot of stuff, sports fans, a lot of stuff happening in the Slack channel. You can come visit Chow Talk. There's a lot of sidebar conversations that we don't keep to a minimum. Like sometimes we think, it'd be cool if you just posted this in the main thread, but there's a lot of sidebars. There was a sidebar last week about hitting 69,000 miles. And it was done in an odometer sort of like yours, which is electronic. And one of those crazy people on the extremes of things was like, doesn't count. If it's a computer screen, you can make it say anything. Nothing like the plastic dial that rolls over. As an owner of a 95 and 96 Chevy, I'm not saying it's better. 100,000 miles is more about the journey. For you, it's not about what it says. It's about that Jeff Actual is still in the fight. And, he's running strong until the end. But yeah, there was some talk about 69,000 miles and that like the plastic or whatever material that is, probably 3D printed by the Deuce, but like, the physical thing rolling is better. So anyway.
No, there was definitely some special about that, about the dial rolling over. Yeah. And you got the little white one on the right side doing the tenths of the miles, getting you ready. Yeah. All right. Save rounds before we kick it over to Trey to bring this thing for a landing. I don't know. You had Tyler Childress in there.
Oh, big Tyler Childress fan. Yeah. Quick hitter, Childress. I don't know. I found him. Yeah. I think I've heard him before, like his popular songs, like in playlists. I still don't know how Spotify works. But got into his Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven? A lot of like church music in there. And Tyler Childress fan. Good album. Yeah.
No,
he's very good.
I think we're going to have to roll St. Babs next week.
Hey, no, all good. We got, yeah. I think we'll hit Ship Talk next week.
I got to hit Ship Talk.
Yeah. I figured that was a longer topic.
Quick little ship talk. Flight quarters. All hands to flight quarters. Wear no covers topside. Throw no articles over the side. Venice Beach is secured. Do nothing from frame 6'9" to 420. No flash photography. Flight quarters. There's your ship talk. Something like that. The 1MC, it's like I always thought it was a voice inside my head. Apparently it was in charge of everyone's head. Real quick ship talk. We got a great chaplain, really great chaplain. Actually, like people like to talk to him. Big fan of our chaps. And so there's nightly prayer and it rotates between the Navy chaplain and the Marine Corps chaplain. And, everyone listens to it, right? Because like you have no choice. There's this loud speaker in your head. And so you got to listen to it. And so, one night there was a prayer. I don't even remember when it was. I was in my room by myself and it says like, it said something like, help us love, let's say, help us love those that we love and those that are not so easy to love. And then he continued with his prayer. And I just like flew my hatch open, and like 3 of the Marines did too. And was like, gotta pray for those that we don't love and try to love them anyway. And it became like, and then we like called Chaps out on it. And he was like, what? I just praying. And we're like, oh, yeah, who you not loving tonight, Chaps? And it became like that was his most infamous prayer was, and those not so easy to love or something, or those that are hard to love. A lot of stuff can be said to God when you know that the war fighters are listening. Some good prayers in there. We might have to start some pray talk. Yeah. All right, Trey, bring this thing down for a landing.
Episode
076.
Wow. Who would have thunk it, man?
Yep.
Episode 076 of the
Okay.
I've heard worse. I've heard better. I've heard worse. You know what I mean? This is episode 06, the OK Podcast. As always, we are powered by the Strength Co. As you can see behind Grant on this shirt, on that shirt, on that mug. If you're not watching on YouTube, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Speaking of YouTube, if you take a look at the link below, after you click the subscribe button, you will see a link to the Slack channel. As Grant mentioned before, 200 lifters in that Slack channel. Talk about everything you can think of, but most importantly, talk about lifting. You got your questions, bring them there. Use code OK, get $10 off. Okay. Also important, go to www.theokpodcast.com. You will find the social media links there. You can click, you can follow, and you can laugh at the silly things that we say. Outside of that, we have our social media accounts that we're all very active on. Why you're probably following us already. That's how.
Oh man, Jeff, are you live?
Jeff's live right now.
Live. We're live. We got everybody on here. Everybody's chatting in and stuff. It's crazy.
But overall, I feel like we got back to our roots on this episode. I was very happy to. We got some lifting talk in, some chow talk in, some old jokes, some new jokes. We got it all here. Coach, did I miss anything?
No, that was good. And I think it's going to take us about, it's like getting back into lifting. It takes you a couple sessions to get back into it. I realized that the guy that usually updates the okpodcast.com with the newest episode, I don't know where that guy's been. He's probably been in the WES, forward deployed, but he hasn't done it, but he's going to start doing it now. So thanks for the reminder on that. That'd be a good post for when Grant's buddy gets back. We could probably do a really useful podcast, not just about Glizzys and ship talk, but about running a business from across the globe. That'd probably be a useful one. But yeah, I'll make sure Grant's buddy updates the site, or the guy that does that. The guy. That's why I put the guy back in there. The guy. It's like, who usually does this job? Oh, that guy. That guy did not do that. We'll get that updated. Nope. Episode 076. Appreciate what you do. Thanks for everyone that serves. We support the troops. Always support the troops. Pray for everybody's family. Hope they're doing okay. Because that's where you want to be. You want to be okay. www.thestrength.co if you want to go buy a bunch of stuff. Mr. Helmet is still live. Click on the link down there. It's football season. That does matter. Join us on the Slack channel. That's down there too. Thanks for tuning in. Leave us a comment on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, on Overcast, wherever you get your podcast. Go back to YouTube and create 5 more accounts and subscribe with all of them. Thanks for what you do. Trash 6 out. We'll see you next time.